Hi, Georgian again, and I'm so glad you joined. And by the way, you could, if you sign up, and we could just communicate together this amazing, amazing, glorious gospel that God's given us revelation, and stay in touch. But I'm so glad you joined now, and I'm going to continue this series of the supernatural aspect of our relationship with God and Christianity. And it says here in Ephesians chapter 2 discusses about our relationship, how it started, how it's continued, and what's the essence of it. What made us saved? What made us born again by God? And in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 6, we can start even, might as well start with 4. I'm reading from today's English version. It says, "But God's mercy is so abundant, and His love for us," here goes love again, love, and more love. Love for us so great that while we were spiritually dead means like you didn't exist spiritually. Totally like impossible to do anything for yourself. While we're completely dead spiritually in our disobedience, He brought us to life with Christ. He did it. How? Supernaturally. He brought us together to life with Christ. As He was raised from the dead, so are we. It's by God's grace that you've been saved. Totally His work. That's how we're saved. Christianity is unlike any other religion. It is complete, total work of God Himself. And it says, in our union with Christ. That union with Jesus Christ is the most sweetest. It's called baptism. Baptizo is in Greek, and it's just that. I will use a funny example, but it's really what the word says. But baptizo is like being pickled, being immersed, being not just covered, but something goes inside you. You know, Grandma used to take these cucumbers and put them in that hot solution with, oils and vinegars and garlics and bay leaves and different spices, and it's all bubbly, it's hot, and then she puts these cucumbers. And before you know it, there are no more cucumbers. They're now pickles. Something can happen. And they even taste different. They look different. They even taste different. They color change. Everything changes inside. And that's the word that Paul uses. Is from a cooking recipe. Is from the first time is used in Greek literature. That word means to pickle. And so it conveys the notion that something happened in their union with Christ. Something happened. We're first pickled or immersed in His death. He immersed us in His death to take everything that is rottenable. Because cucumbers, if you leave them out in the sun for a few days, they're going to be rotten. But if they're pickled, they can stay for all throughout the winter. And I love Grandma's pickles. I never can tell how she makes them. I never understand, but I can't wait for me to taste them and to her pickles. And I know she takes cucumbers and somehow she makes them into pickles. I don't know how, but I've never seen her take a pickle and make it back into a cucumber. And so there's something irreversible, something altered that cannot be changed no more. And that's what happened to me when I met the Lord. He just changed me inside. You know, it's one thing to get George out of communism, but it's nothing to get communism out of Georgian. Even though I was in this country, I didn't feel any free. I was still feel like under that control because it was internal. The control is internal. And only Jesus did it. When He came in, He set me free from that control of atheism, communism, and atheism, and made me a believer. He infused Himself. He used His faith, and how He did it, I can never explain other than it's supernatural. And I'm a pickle. I'm a fruit of His work, what He died on the cross and buried in a grave. And when He raised us with union with Him to rule with Him in heavenly world. I tell you, heaven is not as far as you think. Heaven is not somewhere down there. It's right around us. And as you interact with the Lord, you begin to feel the presence of heaven. You begin to have heavenly experiences all the time. Whoa. So it's totally possible for you to experience heaven on earth, the heavenly world, and to rule right here on earth rule as a mom, rule over the children and help them grow good, and rule over finances if you're in the business world, rule over the artist world, and if you're an artist, and rule as a governor or leader, a senator. It's for every aspect of life to rule and reign. He wants to rule with love. He wants to rule with peace and joy, and get freedom from sickness and freedom from cancers and disease. He wants to rule our bodies, and He wants to rule our marriages and help us, love each other. He's just this amazing ruler, and all this He's invited us to rule with Him. And then verse 7, He did this. How did He do it? Oh, He did this to demonstrate. You're a demonstration, child of God. You are a demonstration. You and I are demo models of heaven right here on earth. He's demonstrating His amazing heavenly realities in us. So He's out to demonstrate for all time to come what? The extraordinary greatness of His grace. In Acts 4:33 says, and great grace was upon them all. Great grace. Not just grace, but great grace. I mean, grace is amazing. It's God's ability to mess with us and help us and change us. Well, great grace, the word great from Greek is megos, like a mega grace. Whew. And if you ever get over that one, there's even another word derivative from megos, and it's something like megogos or something like that. And is found translated in exceedingly great promises. When Peter uses that exceedingly great promise, that's a mega great grace. Just let God blow your mind with how all things are possible to Him. And so He did this to demonstrate the extraordinary greatness of His grace in the love. Here we go, love, more love. You can't get away from love. If you're born again, love is everywhere. Love is in the air. Heaven is filled with His love. And God wants to fill you with love so much that you got to give it away. Love is not stationary. Love wants to find somebody and bless somebody, love on somebody, hug somebody, touch, encourage somebody. So it's all in His love. And for verse 8, for it's by God's grace that we've been saved through faith. And you go, okay, that faith, that's my part. Well, it is, but let's find out how it relates to us. It is not your own doing. All of a sudden, it's faith. We're believing it, but somehow it's not your own doing. It's not our doing. What is it? It's God's gift. Woo-hoo. I mean, come on, when you go to a Christmas time and mom is giving you, dad giving you all these gifts, you don't think about the gift as your own doing. It's someone else gave it to you. Now it's yours and you can operate in it, but it's a gift. The whole believing spirit is a gift. I mean, you hardly call it work to open up those gifts, All right, and open the gift. It's not like you do much for it. You just kind of get the wrappers off and here you go. Put the sweater on or put the gadget on and whatever the gift is. It's a gift. And you got to say it's a gift. Everything is a gift. It's not your own doing. It's God's gift. Verse 9, there is nothing here to boast of. Are you getting that? God does not want to give us some sort of a gift that makes us boast of something of ourselves. It's not something that connected with our own credit. We can't get credit for salvation. We can't get credit for our amazing relationship with the Lord. He gets all the credit. We can boast in Him for doing that. Wow. So Christianity is pride-free in its essence. Every other religion may feed pride to their worshipers or believers, but Christianity, true Christianity, is pride-free. Aren't you tired of proud Christians or self-righteous Christians? That's not what Christianity is all about. We don't like it. It's distasteful. It's offensive because true Christian will never be proud about anything but the big daddy. He'll never act like holier than thou or bigger than you or whatever, superior. No, it would always be humble and say, this is a gift. This is an amazing gift. And so the pride only goes to, the praise always goes to God. Isn't that great? And then there's nothing here to boast. It's not a result of the effort. That's why we shouldn't be exhausted following the Lord, but we should be energized. As we grow older in the Lord, we get even more excited and more energetic and more full of joy, more full of love. So it's an energizing experience. There's nothing to boast of. God is the maker. And in a union with Christ, again, union, being one with Christ, He has created us for a life of good works. Now the works come. Now the responses come because we've been impacted with this amazing love and amazing grace and the energy of it and the strength of it and the inspiration for everything. You know, as we're following Him, we're always together. It's never you for Him. Always Him and you, Him and you, Him and you, Him with you, Him and you. Never alone. Christianity is like two hands together. Always together, always together. Never like one hand. It's always with one with Him. On the cross, He took our sinfulness, nailed it, destroyed it. That self-existence, that tormenting, controlling spirit. Wham, wham. 3 nails. Boom. You know, He suffered to take that off of us. He buried that ugly thing down in the ground. That dependent on Satan and his lies and this all mess. He buried it. And now He raised us together with Him. Co-crucified. You should hear my wife's whole series on Coco. Co-crucified, co-buried, co-raised. All the Greek words that would Coco. Never you and Him separately. Always together. 2 hands, 1 nail. Boom. 1 grave for both. We went to the grave with Christ and we lay there together with Him. It's co-buried and co-raised. And now we're co-seated. You're not seated alone on some throne in heaven. It's on His throne. And one translation says, we've been enthroned. We've been enthroned. He raised us up with Christ. That's the New English. And enthroned us with Himself. I mean, it's like right here. He's right here next to me. He's right here next to you there, right where you're at, right there. So I just pray you see that. I just pray you see that because religion wants to oh yeah, you're a Christian, but you got to do this, you got to do that, and just all of a sudden eliminate Christ, who is the big hand inside. Kind of like somebody give you a car, but takes the engine away. Go push it. Hey, here's your car. Go with it. Well, car doesn't work good without an engine. Hello. And religion wants to take that engine and leaves us huffing and puffing, trying to do the work. No, that's not how cars work. Might as well walk, But cars are done to have an engine, and it can put some gasoline, turn that key, and goes. That's what Christianity is. Like a car with an engine that works properly. So the engine, the heart, the even the oil, the gasoline, the energy for to live a victorious life, it's God provides it. And says, come on, sit with me. You're the co-pilot with me. You hang on, we're going to do it together. But you're going to always know that I'm the leader. So you're not going to get the glory at the end of the journey. Say, well, I did this, I did that. No, it's always with Christ. Christ can defeat the enemy. He has already defeated. He can help you figure it out. He can help you see it. Just ask Him for everything. I've been a Christian over 30 years now. And the simplest thing I learned, God said, just ask me to help you. Keep your eyes on me. Don't ever take your eyes off of me. I'm your power. I'm your strength. I'm your wisdom. I'm your sanctification. I'm your everything. Redemption. I'm it. I'm it. And so I just want to finish this section with this, and we'll continue on this amazing supernatural Christianity. Amen. Love you. Love, love, love.